Hi guys, thanks for stopping by. First, the disclaimer. Although this is not a sponsored video, I did receive this item free from Amazon for an honest product review. Now, before drilling any holes for the solar panel, any holes on the wall, I thought of installing it on this tree here. So this is how I have installed it. And this should get at least about 8 hours of sunlight, whether summer or winter. And this is where I have hung the light, LED light, to the tree at an angle so that it gives some light to our front porch. The green LED indicates that it is charging. This is the height it is at. It is beyond the reach of an average person. This solar pendant light is very practical. It is constructed well. We just need to see how it withstands the summers here in Toronto as well as the winters later this year. Otherwise, it's okay, very practical. This is the connection that goes to the solar panel. And here we do have a button. If you want to use it indoors or within reach, you can actually operate it. It is now charged. I initially, to test the solar panel, I charged it with the solar panel. And later I also checked the direct charging using the C port here. There's a C port and there's a very nice supplied cable of a good quality. This is a USB-A to USB-C charging cable that is supplied. It seems to be a very good quality and long enough. So there you have it. And this can be hung that way. And this button takes you into, one is on, switch it on. Then there's a slight change in temperature. Again, change in temperature, and then it switches off. But now that I operated it once, it just goes into on mode. It'll again turn on, and the only way I can do that is using the supplied remote. I can just turn it off and it goes off. And then you can, when you switch it on, you can go to different color settings, and then you can go to say warm, and you can reduce the brightness or increase the brightness or even change the color setting there. So it's a useful remote, and then you can switch it off. Now here is the solar panel that is supplied. Looks sturdy, well constructed. Plastic though, but seems to be good. And it's a long cable, 5 meters. And this is the connection that goes into this. This is polarized. So there is a groove there. So it will go only in one way, one direction. So this will only go in one direction that way. And then you screw it on. And this can be mounted in many different ways. If you want to actually lay it flat on something and then secure it, you can. You can do that. Or with the supplied bracket here, you can screw it, and they have given the necessary hardware for that here. You can see there are 3 Allen bolts here. Two of these, 1 and 2, you can use with the given nut to secure this here. And then if needed, we can actually mount it on the wall or wherever possible, wherever practical, where the sun shines. You can mount it using this supplied anchor bolt, single one at the center. Or if you want to actually mount it in the ground, that is also possible using this one. So you can insert this, and then this can be mounted that way using the smaller Allen screw. So that way everything is supplied, very practical. It's value for money. And even if not for outdoors, I am planning to use it outdoors. Even if not for outdoors, we can use it as an emergency light. The brightness is quite good, and it can act as a good emergency lamp, either inside a tent or even inside the house. When there's a power outage, you can use that. Or we can use it outside the house. Beautifully made. Only time will tell us whether this can really withstand the elements outside. It comes with a single sheet, instruction manual. Everything is very clear there. This is the light sensor, what you see here. This is the light sensor. When it is charging, the green LED lights up inside. In darkness, this switches on automatically, and when there is sufficient light incident on this switches off. By default, after you charge, it switches on whether there is light or no light. At that time, you need to use your remote to switch it off. Just for reference, the diameter is 6 3/4 of an inch. The solar panel is a square 7 1/8 of an inch. 7 1/8 of an inch square.